Hi everyone, nice to have you there. Welcome back to World of War. Whoops. Yep, that's what happens when you don't look before crossing the street. Welcome back to World of Warships, I guess. So, today I'm going to talk about something I really wish somebody told me while learning how to play the game. How to have an impact, an increased impact. I mean, the real way to win my battles. How you can just have an influence in your battle that is so great that the enemy will have a hard time catching up. And here are a few key points that I think are very important. These are not the only points, but these are very important. So the first one is to play a destroyer able to contest a capture zone. You can see it right here. This guy was just contesting the Fletcher that we just killed. He was contesting the capture zone for quite a long time. But he wasn't able to resist the power of a Friesland and a battleship. Which means that we had to spend 2 ships just to hand down this guy because he was so damn annoying. Because he was just preventing us from getting points. That's the thing. When you are inside a capture circle, whether they are enemies or not, nobody is getting points from this capture point as long as it is in a contested state. So, just contest the capture zones. Of course, I must add some caution. If there is an aircraft carrier, if there are some submarines or that kind of stuff, just don't rush the capture zone just thinking, yeah, I can contest that. No, it's not going to work that way. They will just outspot you, etc. So, do that in good intelligence, but do it. This is how you win your battles. So, just find a nice spot in which you can stay and just contest. And you will see, it will annoy the enemy. And they will be forced to send some ships after you. Even if they manage to kill you, they will have spent a few minutes of a few ships just to get you down. Also, another thing, positioning. This is really important, and it is all related to map control. When you want to win a battle, you need to have what is called map control, which means that you control more area than the enemy, and most importantly and most precisely, areas that matter. The flanks and the center. When you control several flanks at the same time, you can create what is called a crossfire. A crossfire is basically when you are able to shoot at the same target from several directions, which means that the guy will try to angle, but it won't work. He will be broadside to someone at some point, and then he will take hell. Like this guy. Look at the torpedoes. They're coming from 2 different angles. What can he do? He could have turned right, then he would have taken torpedoes as well. He's surrounded. That's the point with a crossfire. If you are being surrounded, you are dead. So, just try to maintain as much map control as you can. It doesn't mean that you are going to win instantly, but it's going to greatly increase your chances of winning. If you see that you are losing too much ground, sometimes it means that, yeah, you should double on and try to do something to save the battle, because you are not going to win without map control. Well, at least not most of the time. Anyway, the third thing that you can do, destroyers. Destroyers are so important. I showcased it so many times in the channel, and I'm going to say it again. If you are fighting against destroyers, just focus them. Kill them when you can. The thing here that you can see on the screen is that I'm getting quite... Yeah, we are surrounded. I'm in my smoke. There is a Marco Polo and there is an Udaloy. The Marco Polo was an easier target. I tried to set a fire, but the Udaloy just a most pressing target at the moment. So, here it is. We are just going to shoot at him until he dies with the sum. And we absolutely need to kill this guy. This guy would be able to just carry the match all by himself. He is, if we left him unchecked. This is very, very important with destroyers. They are so powerful in the late game, especially when they have as much HP as this guy had. They can really, really run your battles. I talked about that earlier in the videos, but I think it's very important to say it once again. Now, one of the last things is to try to stay alive. Staying alive is one of the most important things. I mean, previously I said in the first point, if you remember, that you should contest the caps and the enemy will send some ships to in order to kill you. Yeah, but you are not supposed to die here. It's not because you are contesting a cap and that the enemy is sending 3 ships to kill you that you cannot bait them. You can bait the enemy into coming for you. You can bait them into chasing you for 6 minutes. They will just delegate 3 ships into trying to catch a ghost for the whole battle. 6 minutes is a long time, and for 3 ships, oh boy, it's very long. During the earlier phase of this battle, the Fletcher, which was contesting the cap, was really annoying. He was just preventing us from getting points, and that was very important. So yeah, and while he was alive, he was a threat. When he died, he wasn't a threat anymore, and we just managed to get a lot more points. So he could have stayed alive and played Catch Me If You Can. That's my opinion, at least. You can always do better, and you can always criticize from the safety of your screen. When you are behind your screen, of course, it's much easier to criticize, but yeah, that's my take on this. Anyway, I think it was a pretty nice battle, and I really hope you enjoyed these few explanations on how you can improve your impact in World of Warships. I think these points are very important. If everyone did this, oh boy, the matches would be much more interesting, trust me. Anyway, wish you a good one, and I will see you all next week. Bye bye, folks.